Hard time creates strong men. Strong man creates good time. Good time creates weak men. Weak man creates hard times. Let's face it, we live in hard times. Properties cost an average of 8 times your yearly salary, whereas in 1939 it costed an average of 3 times your yearly salary. We live in an information war and attention economy. Men are being emasculated and gender studies are dominating university courses. In times like today, chaos is everywhere. Everybody has a different take on everything. Life seems fine on the surface, but bacon costs an arm and a leg. What is really going on is that so many things are happening simultaneously that you don't really know what to care for. I understand that caring for the news can be overwhelming, but not caring about anything can feel like being an ostrich putting his head in the hole. The answer is masculinity. Masculinity is the strength and brute force that drives a society towards a promising future. Masculinity is the problem-solving and leading force that looks out for the weak and inspires the strong. Inflation and taxes are eating up your paychecks. Rent is off the roof. Mortgages are impossible to qualify for. And if you have one, payments are as high as it ever gets. Fertility rates are at an all-time low, and obesity is at an all-time high. In times like these, masculine men are needed as much as it gets. We need strong men who are able to critically think for themselves. Men who are leaders of their own lives and who have a strong moral compass to guide where they're going. We need honest, strong, and compassionate men to lead with integrity. When times are easy, anyone can take any role, it doesn't really matter. But when times are hard, nature ensures that men and women fall back into their intended role. Masculine men will benefit from the respect they get, living out a purposeful and meaningful life, providing and protecting for those he can. And women finally get to fall back into their feminine by providing a family and supporting a man she falls for. If you don't know what to do with this chaos that is going on in the world, that's okay. The important thing is to seek the truth and to focus on becoming the strong masculine men our society so desperately needs. To take ownership of your life as if your life depended on it. How to become a strong masculine man. First, you need to understand that masculinity equals strength and purpose. You need strength to carry out your duty as a man because life is hard. You understand how life can be, and that is exactly why you need to take on more responsibilities than your peers. The more responsibility you get to take for yourself, the more you're able to relieve others of theirs, and eventually be able to take on responsibility for others, and eventually have a family. To be strong mentally, you need to be strong physically. You need to be working out every single day and breaking a sweat. Being a man is probably the hardest but most rewarding thing if done well. If you are a weak man, you get to have nothing in life. You are basically a slave to those who can decide on what to do with your time and energy. But if you work hard enough on your purpose, you get to wake up energized and ready to attack life by providing value in a way that only you are able to personally. That is what is called purpose. It is you being you. Steps to take to become a man. Fortunately or unfortunately, for us guys, we have to earn our man card. We don't get to just hit 18 years old and just call ourselves men. It doesn't work that way for us. We need to become strong, dependable, courageous, honorable, generous, and responsible to become a man. It doesn't happen overnight, but we get to build our manhood by slowly but surely taking life seriously, one step at a time, and taking on more and more responsibility. The true calling of a man is to live out his purpose. To live out your purpose, you need to work. You need to work at all waking hours of the day. The only time you are not working should be when you are resting. When your work becomes meaningful, as you're helping others and making good money, you will feel like you're living out your purpose. As men, we are problem solvers. The bigger the problem we are solving, the more responsibility we take on, the bigger the reward we have, the more respect we get as well. This is how to truly be happy as a man. Stay focused, stay real.